All right, so what's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking this video. Thanks for tuning into my channel. My name is Simon Hill, Black American from Louisiana, coming to you live from Budapest, Hungary. The date is August 22nd, 2024, where I'm at right now, and the time is 3:09 p.m. I got about 50 minutes until my next English class, so I got an email saying that my New York Times subscription is almost up. So I want to try to read a few articles before they actually take away my access to the site. And I haven't done a live stream in quite a few days. So I just wanted to come up and chop it up with the people, old school, and read a few stories that I found interesting on the homepage real quick before I get back to work. So the past few days, the DNC is in their convention in Chicago, and so far, so good. It's been going, pretty much well without a hitch. No major issues, no major conflagrations, except Roland Martin getting ran up on by Jamal Green, which was pretty funny. I saw the video, and yeah, Roland looked pretty scared. I rock with Roland pretty heavy because he has, without a doubt, the best updated news site on YouTube, period. Anytime I want to get tapped in on what's happening in Black America, Roland Martin is my go-to. I watch him almost every day. And yeah, I don't like seeing black men fight like that. And Green, he's a younger guy than me, and he's from Chicago, so he's turned up and about that business. So he didn't appreciate that Roland was, talking crazy about him online. But other than that, which is not even a part of the DNC, that's just something that happened on the side. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, so far, DNC, I've been watching it almost every night, and I've enjoyed the speeches. I like seeing the energy in the crowd. It's not a collection of crazies like the Republican National Convention. So far, so good. Hats off to the DNC. They're still genocidal war criminals who just want to continue neoliberal capitalist order of the day. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Anyway, let's read the first article for today. Oprah, football, and freedom highlight Democratic National Convention. On day 3, Governor Tim Walz sought to rid the Democrats of their elite image, but another star was Oprah Winfrey, who mesmerized with an appeal for common sense and decency. I gotta say this. I didn't see Tim Walz last night. I'll watch it after this live stream. I turned it off after Clinton spoke. Clinton gave a good speech, and that was the highlight of the night for me. I actually thought it was done because wasn't it going until 9 p.m. or something like that? But either way, I got tired. By the time Clinton spoke, it was about 3 or 4 a.m. where I'm at. So yeah, I just wanted to shut it off. But yeah, let's read this article from the New York Times about what happened last night. Maybe some things I missed. But yeah, Jim Ruttenberg wrote this, and this was published on August 2024. It was a night of former presidents and would-be presidents. Oh, I think I spit on the camera. That's how hard I'm going. I spit on the camera. Anyway, it was a night of former presidents and would-be presidents and the primetime debut of Governor Tim Walz, who was cheered by members of the high school football team he once coached. Democrats on day 3 of their national convention also celebrated Minnesota, the home state of Mr. Walz, with a special tribute to the artist once known as Prince and an appearance by Senator Amy Klobuchar. Still the none, and here are some highlights. To Democrats, they're no longer deplorables. They're your neighbors. Throughout the night, Democrats channeled their inner Ned Flanders, the Simpsons character, as the most neighborly neighbor in Springfield. Speaker after speaker stressed that even as they trashed Donald J. Trump inside the convention hall, they did not view his followers as their enemies. That family down the road, they may not think like you do, they may not pray like you, they may not love like you do, but they are your neighbors, Mr. Walz said in his speech, accepting the Democrats' vice presidential nomination. You look out for them and they look out for you. And Oprah Winfrey said before, we are not so different from our neighbors. When a house fire, we do not ask about the homeowner's race or religion. We do not wonder who their partner is or how they voted. And there was former President Bill Clinton urging Democrats to embrace neighborly debates instead of online smack talk with those of opposing beliefs. I urge you not to demean them, but not to pretend you don't disagree with them if you do. Treat them with respect just the way you would like them to treat you. It was in the final weeks of the election 8 years ago when Mr. Clinton's wife, Hillary Clinton, did some of Mr. Trump's supporters as falling into a basket of deplorables, people who were racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, and Islamophobic. It became a rallying cry for Mr. Trump's followers, and her party clearly learned a lesson from it. I get what they're trying to do. Like the Democrats are trying to, like, instead of discussing the opposition as there's some sort of basement dwelling neckbeard losers, which they are mostly, they still are deplorables to me. The right wing fascist trend in America is made up of a basket of deplorables, but they're trying to soften the image at least and just look at these people as lost, confused, or not having their grievances met. I do think that the Democrats should continue though calling them weird, because that's what a lot of the QAnon red hat MAGA wearing crowd is. They are weird. They are hella weird. Anyway, continuing here. The party sent a message of generational change. Mr. Clinton, his voice softer, his hair thinner, but still impressive for his age, played part of chief baton passer. More than 30 years after he rocked his own convention stage as the face of the future, he portrayed himself as a charter member of Generation Old, ready to be led by Miss Harris, who is just 1 year shy of being Generation X. So what generation is Kamala in? She's not Generation X? I got to look back at what that generation is. Because what was before Generation X? I feel like there's just boomers and then X, millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha, right? What's before Generation X? I got to remind myself. I got to look that back up. Anyway. So, Lord, I'm getting old, said Clinton at one point from the stage. But here's what I want you to know. If you vote for this team, if you can get them elected and let them bring in this breath of fresh air, you will be proud of it for the rest of your life. And he sought to drag Mr. Trump with him to the political retirement home. Noting that he had just turned 78, Mr. Clinton said, "The only personal vanity I want to assert is that I'm still younger than Donald Trump." I heard that line live last night, and that was actually pretty hard. That was actually a good line, which is crazy to think about. It's crazy to think that Donald Trump is older than Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton was looking hella old up there, right? And Bill Clinton was stumbling a bit over his speech too. Sort of like how Biden was. So once again, I take back everything I said earlier. It's actually a good thing that Biden dropped out. There's like this renewed vigor from the left, and it's looking very likely that Trump will get defeated. Let's see in November. Let's see what happens. Mr. Clinton left the stage to his old optimistic anthem, Fleetwood Mac's Don't Stop, a song that felt as culturally distant from the moment as a Frank Sinatra single. But the real sign of change came from the appearance of several next-gen party stars like Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary, and two governors, Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania and Wes Moore of Maryland. I should have stayed up for Wes Moore's speech, or I don't know if Wes Moore went on before Clinton, but I'm going to watch that too afterwards because I'm very interested to see what happens to Wes Moore in the next coming years. I would like to see Wes Moore run for president. You know what I mean? I would like to see, a black man in the office again, right? Wes Moore is of Jamaican heritage, but we need to try to get some FBA, ADOS, descendants of freedmen brothers up in the White House too. That needs to happen. I want to see it happen in my lifetime. Anyway, as Representative Andy Kim of New Jersey 42, who is running for Senate seat this year, put it in his remarks, there is a hunger right now in the country for a new generation of leadership to step up. Continuing here, party strivers tried for a breakthrough moment, but Oprah Winfrey shown them all. I don't know why it's hard to say Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, the most famous black woman in America, and it's hard for me to say her name. I'm tripping. The 2000 convention speech given by Barack Obama when he was a state senator from Illinois sent him on a path to the presidency, and it is the electrifying moment many ambitious Democrats seek to match. So there were Mr. Shapiro and Mr. Moore and Mr. Buttigieg channeling their own inner Obamas as they work to get the crowd on its feet with soaring calls to better angels and promises of hope and change. But it was Oprah Winfrey, whose surprise appearance convention organizers managed to keep secret, who came the closest. In a purple pantsuit, she struck sing-song notes of inspiration and thundering beats of defiance, belting out the Harris campaign's new freedom message as it was giving everyone in the audience a card. Okay. The writers of the New York Times are crazy. I got to say this. I watched Michelle Obama's speech yesterday, and Michelle Obama delivered a very powerful speech. She did not play about her speech. So I got to watch Oprah's speech too. I might have missed that too. I don't know why I went to bed so early last night or why I tuned out. But this is the thing. They should organize the speakers to where it builds up to one person. And I guess if you're going to have Oprah as like the surprise guest, or maybe Jay-Z come out, who knows? Maybe Jay-Z will introduce Kamala tonight. Who knows? That'd be crazy. But they need to like build it up, because once Clinton is on, who can top Clinton? Charismatic, candidate, former president. Like, who are you going to put on after Clinton? Jasmine Crockett? Ilhan Omar? Like, it's not the same thing. Did Ilhan Omar go on stage? I don't think so. I don't think they would let her go on stage. Oh, no, baby, no. Anyway, and let us choose promise of tomorrow over the bitter return to yesterday. She said in the climax that sent the audience feet like no one else had. We won't be sent back, pushed back, kicked back. We are not going back. I like "we're not going back" as a tagline for the Democrats. It's catchy, it's easy, and it stays on focus, right? Like, we don't want to go back to the crazy, hectic, chaotic Trump years. I actually like the slogan, "we're not going back," right? Anyway, Mr. Walz fully embraced his subordinate role like a cuck he is. Oh God, Tim Walz proved why Harris chose him. He kept his, and even as he introduced himself to millions of Americans for the first time, he did the cardinal rule of vice presidential protocol: never upstage the boss. His speech ran for a crisp 16 minutes, about half the length of Mr. Clinton's expansive address. He knew his role. He was sure to praise the woman who had plucked him from semi-obscurity and brought him to the biggest stage in global politics. No matter who you are, Kamala Harris is going to stand up and fight for your freedom, said Tim Walz, to live the life that you want to lead, because that's what we want for ourselves. Adding, Kamala Harris is tough. Kamala Harris is inexperienced, and Kamala Harris is ready. Okay. Ms. Harris calls her running mate Coach Walz, and he signaled his understanding of the role, which, with his sole focus getting his star quarterback, Ms. Harris, to the end zone. Our job for everyone watching is to get in the trenches and do the blocking and tackling, he told the crowd. We're going to leave it on the field. Okay. All right. Shout out to Tim Walz, I guess. You know what? I was actually surprised she picked this guy. Really thought she was going to go with Josh Shapiro or Mark Kelly or something like that. But I really think she picked Tim Walz because he looks a lot like Bernie Sanders, and he's younger, and he's like Bernie Sanders light. You know, he's not always ranting about the billionaires and the millionaires and stuff like that. My Bernie Sanders impression is horrible. But Tim Walz looks like Bernie Sanders. He's at least a bit progressive. You know, he's a part of the Democratic Farmers Workers Party of Minnesota, blah, blah, blah. So, like, he, like, barely cuts the teeth of what us leftists want, actually. You get what I'm saying? So I was actually surprised, and he's doing a good job so far. He's not messing it up like Trump's guy, J.D. Vance. If J.D. Vance was on The Apprentice, Trump would fire him and then sexually assault his wife. Grab her by the Punjabi, I said it before, I'm not going to say it again. Anyway, Democrats know trouble ahead. The giddiness was off the charts inside the convention hall, but the Harris team, perhaps worried about the complacency, appeared to go out of its way to lace at least some speed with reminders that Mr. Trump remains a stubborn and fierce opponent. The good time, what most certainly could not last forever. We've got energy, we are happy, we feel like a load's off our shoulders, Mr. Clinton said, but he added, we've seen more than one election slip away from us when we thought it couldn't happen, when people get distracted by phony issues or overconfident. He knew this much. This is a brutal, tough business. One thing that they did not bring up in this article that they should have brought up is that Clinton, Bill, where's the picture of Bill? They don't have the picture. Yeah, they have the picture of Bill right here. So Bill said something that was very, very important. Very, very, very important in his speech that I heard. Bill said, you know, you think that we might win this election because all the Democrats are here and we're happy and stuff like that. But there are election deniers on boards all across the states in America who are ready and willing, when Trump gives that call, to say we are not to certify the election. Now, that's how he almost stayed in power. Almost. His guy, Mike Pence, said, you know what? I don't have the constitutional authority to not certify the election. But since then, the MAGA Republicans have been getting in positions of power all across the states, and they are ready to do the election denial game, which I find sickening. Y'all know I do not love Kamala. I do not love the Democrats. Hell no to the Republicans in total. I'm a communist, socialist, leftist. But one thing I can't stand is cheaters. One thing I cannot stand is people trying to get a leg up, an advantage, unfairly. And that's what Trump is trying to do. He's going to do that thing again. That thing where he said, hey, guys, do not certify the elections in Michigan, in Arizona, in Pennsylvania. He's going to make that call to his MAGA crazies. And then we're going to have a whole shit show. It's going to get really nasty. And Clinton was the only person to bring that up. And I'm surprised in the New York Times they didn't bring that up, because this is a major concern I have watching from afar while living in Budapest, Hungary. Free without a care in the world, wind blowing through my non-existent hair. Anyway, continuing here, we're going to blow through this article right here. I don't even know if I'll have time to read all the articles I want. So let's go here. How Kamala Harris is preparing for the biggest speech of her life. Her convention address on Thursday will tell the story of the middle-class upbringing, cast the 2020 race as the future versus the past, and appeal to patriotism. Okay, let's see what the article is saying. I'm looking forward to seeing Kamala's speech and how it goes. So this was written by Shane Goldmacher for the New York Times, published on August 22nd, 2024. Kamala Harris often leans on a favored phrase to focus her team before beginning an important project. What business are we trying to accomplish here? In deciding what to say in the most important speech of her life on Thursday, the vice president's answer has been threefold, aides said. Tell her life story, frame her contest with Donald J. Trump as one putting the future against the past, and reclaim the banner of patriotism for the Democratic ticket. Ms. Harris has been taking her convention address so seriously that she has held rehearsals complete with teleprompters in 3 different time zones. Soon after she became a presidential candidate 1 month ago, she told advisors that she saw this speech and any fall debates as the most pivotal moments of the abbreviated race, according to 3 people familiar with her thinking. But in reality, she saw this speech as crucial for even longer than that. The earliest draft of her convention remarks had circulated back when Ms. Harris was still just a vice president seeking a second term as President Biden's number 2. Now, the reworked address will represent Ms. Harris's biggest turn on the national stage since her sudden ascent to the top of the Democratic Party, as she prepares to take on Mr. Trump in an election just 75 days away. That seems so short. 75 days away until we find out whether Trump is back or fascism is defeated. Continuing here. The preparations over both her message and her delivery have been intensive. Sam Seals jumped in. Salute, Simon. Salute, Sam Seals. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Going on in Australia. Anyway, continuing here. So the preparations over both her message and her delivery have been intensive. Adam Frankel, a former speechwriter for former President Barack Obama and now an advisor to Ms. Harris, is the lead writer of the address, taking input and suggestions from a wide variety of others. But the vice president herself has workshopped the speech nearly line by line. 2 people familiar with the preparation say, you know who I think should be a presidential speechwriter? And this might be a bit left field. Charlemagne the God. Let's link Charlemagne the God, speechwriters for presidents or presidential candidates. I think it would be great. Don't you want to hear Kamala get up there saying we need a little bit of ratchetness and righteousness in our politics? That would be pretty funny. Anyway, continuing here. Her rehearsals and discussion sessions have involved teleprompters this week in Chicago, at the Park Hyatt Hotel, at Howard University in Washington, and in Arizona during her first swing state campaign trip when some advisors traveled to join her at a downtown Phoenix hotel. She understands how important it is, said Cedric Richmond, an advisor to Ms. Harris. I think she probably understands how important the moment is. All right, I just got to keep it a buck. I just got to keep it a buck. Kamala be doing the pantsuits justice. Kamala brings the pantsuits to life. You know, Hillary was making the pantsuits look bad. She gave the pantsuits a bad rap. Kamala is stunting and styling on them. For real, for real. She might be the most stylish president we've had. We won't see drip like this until we get another black person in the Oval Office. Just for the fact the drip will be insane on any future president of color is just enough reason to vote for them. Just enough reason to vote for them. We have to paint the White House black, for real. We have to have Versace up in the Oval Office, for real, for real. I gotta keep it a buck. Continuing here. The first of the 3 themes of the speech, according to campaign officials with Najavit, who were not authorized to speak publicly before the address, is to tell the story of her own life. Ms. Harris is expected to describe her own middle-class upbringing, framing it as allowing her to do better, understands the needs and struggles of the middle class today, and she is expected to tell voters about her career before the vice presidency, her early as a prosecutor who rose to become the Attorney General of California. Going here, Sam Seals says she ain't black, Simon. Okay. Halle Berry ain't black. Woods ain't black. Who else ain't black? Who else ain't black? Sally Richards ain't black? Well, Sally Richards definitely ain't black because that's a white woman. Obama ain't black. A lot of niggas ain't black. And I'm not black either, guys. I'm white. I'm white. I'm white. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised people here are repeating a white supremacist talking point. A white supremacist talking point from Donald Trump. Since when are we taking our marching orders from people that believe that black lives do not matter? Lives do not matter. But don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm just a white man here ranting about black issues. I'm just a white man here ranting about black issues. Okay? All right. Commando 21 says gay black men for Kamala. I don't know how that's an insult, but that's cool. All right, gay black men for Kamala. Anyway, I see the fascists and the MAGA dick suckers are in the house again. Y'all go listen to me reading Donald Trump's book if y'all are into all that sort of, negative, stupid, low IQ talking points. All right. Indians don't believe Black Lives Matter. You're damn right. You're damn right. There's tons of anti-blackness. There's tons of anti-blackness in India. But guess one place where there was no anti-blackness? Kamala's mama's pussy. There was no anti-blackness in that cooch when she got some BJC. There was no anti-blackness in Kamala's punani. In her Punjabi punani, there was none of that. And if Kamala ain't black, damn it, I've been jerking off to Halle Berry for years. I guess it was a white woman. I've been chasing pogs all my life. I've been chasing pogs all my life. I guess it is. Avery says Simon is back. I've been here, baby. I've been here. Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, this is an opportunity to tell the American people who she is. Brian Nelson, a senior policy advisor to Ms. Harris, who has worked with her since her time as Attorney General, said on Wednesday at a Bloomberg Newsmaker event. The second goal is to frame the race as one of future versus past, contrasting her promise to protect freedoms and provide a brighter new chapter with darker warnings of Mr. Trump's agenda and Project 2025. Which Democrats have turned into a catch call for concern. Sam Seals says Halle Berry is half black American. Sam Seals, by your logic, Halle Berry is not white. Halle Berry is not black, pardon. By your logic, Sam Seals, Halle Berry is not black. Because guess where there is the most anti-blackness in the world? In the white community. In the white community, they hate us. They hate us. So by that logic, Halle Berry is just a Karen. She's just a fine-ass Karen. A tan-ass Karen. Sam Seals, by your logic, wherever there is anti-blackness and a person is half of that community that is anti-black, that person is therefore no longer black. Make it make sense. Y'all make no sense, but don't listen to me. I'm a white man. Don't listen to me, guys. I'm a white man. I am white. I am white. So if race, I'm glad we're finally all on the same page about race abolition. I'm glad that my fascist, right-wing, reactionary audience is now catching up to the game I've been kicking about race abolition, because blackness is not real. Whiteness sure as hell ain't real. None of the racial categories are real. These are creations by the white supremacists. But I'm glad y'all are actually catching up. Hell yeah, Kamala ain't black. Simon Hill ain't black. Halle Berry ain't black. Tiger Woods ain't black. Barack Obama ain't black. Any of the fine-ass, big booty, light-skinned girls we were chasing in high school, they ain't black either. I'm glad y'all are finally catching up to race abolition. Because none of this is real. Sam Seals says black Americans' ethnicity is real. Duh, nigga, duh. I see in California, the public school education system did not do y'all justice. I'm from Louisiana. I should be the stupidest one here. I'm from Louisiana, bruh. I should be dumbest person here. But we have people making stupid-ass platitudes in here. But it ain't real. It ain't real. All those light-skinned Creole, big-booty New Orleans girls that moved to LA and got y'all niggas thinking y'all the shit because y'all got 2C hair and light green eyes. They ain't black. They ain't black. They grandmamas got raped by Frenchmen, but they ain't black. They ain't black. Ain't nobody black because race ain't real. But don't listen to me. I'm a white man. I'm a white man. Continuing here. Anyway, the third is to tap into an appeal to patriotism in Kamala's speech. The party handed out USA signs to delegates throughout the week, and Ms. Harris is expected to pitch herself as a president for all Americans. We love this country, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, Ms. Harris's running mate, said in his own address on Wednesday. Ms. Harris's relatively humble roots have been a recurring theme throughout the convention. Speaker after speaker has referred to her early time working at a McDonald's to contrast with Mr. Trump's inherited wealth as a New York developer. We have a chance to elect a president who is for the middle class because she is from the middle class. As Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Bay, our comrade Bay, AOC. You know we love AOC on this channel. If you love AOC, put a heart in the chat. If you love AOC, put a heart in the chat. That's Bay. Anyway, as Representative AOC of New York put it in her speech on Monday. All right. It is notable that the only major policy area where Ms. Harris has rolled out her own agenda, separate from Mr. Biden so far, is on the economy, focusing on bread and butter issues such as the cost of housing and groceries. Sam Seal says black is an ethnic identifier for Black American. That's the wildest shit I've ever heard. So the Nigerians ain't black. So now you're playing into that same me no black poppy, me Dominican. That's the same idea. So if that's the case, black is an ethnic identifier for Black American. I guess the Dominicans, me no black poppy, me Dominican. I guess it's actually real. It's actually real. We were telling the Jamaicans, the Dominicans, the Barbadians, the Belizeans, hell, even the Guyanese, the Venezuelans, the Mexicans, the dark-skinned Mexicans, like the Afro-Mexicans, we were telling them they were black the entire time. But now one big, fat, stupid white supremacist named Donald Trump says the first stupid shit that comes out of his mouth, and I start spitting on my lip. And now we're all of a sudden, yeah, the Dominicans know black poppy. Dominicans know black poppy. Dominican know black poppy. Me do bachata poppy. Okay. Dominicans know black. All right, Avery says, I watched both conventions with the open mind, and the DNC has been an exploitation of black culture. Obama's joke about Trump's extremely immature and low even for him. I'm not even gonna lie. Obama making a big dick joke, Obama making a big dick black joke in front of a whole crowd of the DNC. I actually laughed. I thought it was funny. Obama's like, he's always talking about crowd sizes. I thought that was pretty funny. I thought it was funny because Trump started it first. Trump has been disrespecting this man's wife, calling her a monkey, implying that she's a man, implying that he's not even born in America. What? Avery, Sam Seals, anybody here, if anybody started disrespecting your wife, calling her a man, saying that she ain't even from this country, implying all sorts of racial stereotypes about you, are you gonna say, hey man, me comparing my dick size, which is undoubtedly bigger. We all know Obama got a big peen. Big peen energy coming from Obama, and we don't even like Obama. But you gotta have a big dick to say, fuck the Constitution, I'm gonna kill Americans abroad in Yemen. You gotta have a big dick to do that. So we all know Obama got a big dick, and all he said was his crowd size was bigger, implying it related to penis. Meanwhile, Trump has been talking about this man's wife, implying that she got a bigger dick than both of them. Come on now. Avery says, but why stoop to his level though? Saying that the white man can continue to say anything about us, and we just have to sit and take it. Why stoop to Trump's level? Trump keep on, hey, a few years ago, we were on that Michelle Obama time. When they go low, we get high, we go, fuck that. When they go low, we're gonna take them down to hell. Fuck that. Trump is saying the wildest stuff possible about everybody. The least Obama could do is just correct him that he had a bigger crowd size than Trump. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, it is notable that the only major policy area where Ms. Harris has rolled out her own agenda separate from Mr. Biden so far is on the economy, focusing on bread and butter issues such as the cost of housing and groceries. She's thinking about how she talks to the American people so they know she understands what they're going through. Mr. Richmond said of the speech that she cares about what they're going through and that she wants to offer a solution to what they're going through and that she's going to do the hard work to do it. In just a few short weeks as a candidate, Ms. Harris has already honed a regular speech on the campaign trail that has inspired eager participation from her crowds. They cheer, "We're not going back," and wait for her quip linking her past as a prosecutor to Mr. Trump. "I know his type." There we go. But those lines have mostly been delivered to Democratic crowds. And while the convention hall certainly will be filled with those voters, television viewers will offer Ms. Harris the opportunity to appeal to a wider electorate, including independents and open-minded Republicans. I gotta say this, by the way. Avery said that, the DNC is like an exploitation of black culture. I liked Common's performance. It was classy, it was cool. He rocked the crowd, he rocked the mic. That's MCing. You're not gonna see that at the RNC. You're just gonna see Kid Rock break a Budweiser beer can over his head and then guzzle it all over his shirt. You're just gonna see Hulk Hogan rip off his shirt. You're gonna see that nasty thought Amber Rose go up here with fucking slash and bash on her forehead, talking about we're voting for Trump because I don't believe he's racist anymore and fuck women's rights. Come on now. Avery says, why are we effing performing, Simon? Avery, I gotta ask you, do you have a problem with Kid Rock doing those old stale-ass songs at the RNC? Do you have a problem with Amber Rose being at the RNC? Do you have a problem with racist-ass Hulk Hogan being at the RNC? Do you have a problem with Trump every single time playing songs from Beyonce to Celine Dion to Jay-Z, whatever, and then getting sued right after it? If you're gonna have a problem with the DNC having a convention where they're trying to get people energized and hype, and they're just bringing on people to perform, and a lot of the times it's very classy, very classy. Common's performance was classy. Y'all are gonna say Megan Thee Stallion was twerking on stage. She wasn't even twerking on stage. She did like a little bop. Okay, that was not Megan with the knees. That was the okay, please. You get what I'm saying? That was not hard knee Megan out there. You get what I'm saying? But Avery, keep it real. Keep it real. Do you have a problem with Kid Rock at those? Do you have a problem with Ted Nugent at the shows? Do you have a problem with Hulk Hogan at the shows? All right? Anyway. Sam Seal says, she fake as hell, putting on a black scent to fool you ninjas. Okay. Kamala puts on a black scent. Kamala puts on a black scent. Trump just flat out lies. Trump felt, we read his entire book. We read his entire book and all the nigga did was lie. So what would you rather have? A lady saying, come on, y'all, we need to go vote. Or a man who says, I will always protect the southern border. We're gonna build the wall. We're gonna build the wall. Didn't even do it. Didn't even do it. Flat out lies. Y'all never heard of code switching. She's not black, but she can code switch. Let me ask y'all this. If a black person don't code switch, is he not black? Or if you do code switch, does that make you even more black? So make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because y'all niggas worshiping this stupid shrimp dick white man, repeating all his dumbass talking points and forgetting everything we've built up ideologically about blackness over the last 50 years. 50 years. All of it's down the drain just because some blonde-haired, blue-eyed, big fat bimbo named Donald Trump said she ain't black. Y'all stupid as fuck. Y'all stupid as the fuck. I gotta keep it a buck with y'all. Y'all dumb as hell. Y'all dumb as hell. Y'all can come in here and say Simon Hill, the Democratic shill. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck the Democrats. But all this anti-blackness coming from y'all really pisses me off. That's really dumb. That's really dumb. Anyway, Sam Seal says, we got Megan Thee Stallion shaking her ass. You know what? That's what we need, though. We need Megan Thee Stallion shaking her ass in the Oval Office. I would like to have that rather than people saying, hey, let's ban history books teaching about slavery in the U.S. Megan Thee Stallion can twerk as long as she wants, as long as the kids can read Frederick Douglass's biography. That's how I'm rocking. Anyway, Avery says, why aren't we able to sit down and listen to words and policies? 1 to 2 artists, okay, but 5 performers. All they had was speeches. Pretty much 90% speeches. And then some intermissions with performances. Avery says, get energized by policies. Y'all don't get energized by policies. Because when we actually read the books from y'all stupid ass leader, y'all don't even pay attention. You ain't energized about no policies. So y'all need to kill all that. Y'all don't care about policies. Y'all are a cult. Y'all are MAGA dick-sucking motherfuckers in a cult. Y'all don't care about policies. I put up the poll, hey, Trump wants to not tax. I put up the Kamala doesn't want to tax Social Security benefits. And everybody voted against it. It's actually Trump's own policy. Y'all don't care about policy. Y'all are in a cult. If y'all actually cared about policies, all the stupid-ass Venezuelans and El Salvadorans at the border would have been stopped. But Trump made that deal, the Senate get killed. But y'all care about policies? Y'all don't care about policies. Y'all don't actually care about policies. Y'all are in a MAGA dick-sucking cult. Anyway, continuing here. Avery says, what about the hypocrisy of having Bill Clinton on stage? I just think both parties are out of control, and if we're keeping it a buck, nobody is for us. I won't be voting due to the Aiden Ross live stream. I think you're not voting because you up there in Maryland, and, you know, S'more's going to make sure your vote gets thrown out. What did Trump say in the Aiden Ross live stream that was so bad? Anyway, Avery says she is black, but she's not minus the code switching. It doesn't matter. It's business. Okay, she's black. She's not cultured. I thought being cultured was being educated, achieving black excellence. So what, she should be ghetto? I'm trying to understand. Y'all say all the time online, y'all hate the sexy reds, y'all hate the Kayas, y'all hate the city girls, y'all the nasty twerking. Y'all don't like the twerking, But y'all don't like a black woman who went to a HBCU, joined a sorority, went to become state prosecutor, did everything right in her life. I'm trying to understand this. Where does this make sense? Where does this make sense? If Kamala were your daughter and she achieved all of the things that Kamala did, you would be proud as hell. You would be proud as hell her. But because, what? But because her mama got some big dick Jamaican to nut in her instead of a big dick American nigga to nut up in her, y'all mad. That's what it is. Y'all mad. Y'all wanted that Punjabi pussy. Y'all wanted that Punjabi pussy for black Americans. Well, too bad it went to the Jamaican, okay? Now get over it. Get over it. She black. She black. Okay? All right. I'm continuing here. Sam Seal says, y'all dumb if y'all really think the Indian is black. Once again, Halle Berry ain't black, and y'all dumb if y'all think I'm black. This is face paint. I'm white as hell. I'm white as hell. Avery says, somebody know they're gonna lose. I know I'm gonna lose because I'm voting for Cornel West. I'm voting for Cornel West. So yeah, I know I'm gonna lose. So that's why I'm mad, because I know we're gonna have continuous neoliberal corporate fascism in America, no matter who wins. I know this. Avery says, Trump is for Americans. Life was good back in 2016, 2020, compared to how I'm good off Kamala. Okay, 2016 to 2020. Wild panic that could have been prevented. George Floyd gets killed. Riots happen all across America. Not Trayvon Martin. Wasn't it Mike Brown? Mike Brown had 2016. Buffalo shooting. Come on now. The shooting at the church in South Carolina. Come on now. Things were not good in 2016, 2020. Corporate interests continuing to buy up all the housing stock in America. Yeah, they're pretty great in 2016. Okay. Big Rocks Big said laughing. He said laughing emojis. Avery said, bro, Kamala is Drake, is what I'm saying. Whites can go HBCUs, buddy. Okay. But she's not white. She can stroll. She can do the ski wee, whatever. She's not white. Halle Berry must be white. I'm going to repeat, Halle Berry must be white. Because if the thing is, you have to come from a lineage of people who are not anti-black. Black people ain't even black, because black people hate black. Black people hate black people. I'm going to put Sexy Red's name in the chat, and all y'all going to do the thumbs down. Black people hate black people. So if we're saying you come out of the pussy of somebody who comes from a community of anti-black people, that makes you not black. Y'all gotta chill. Because half of the black niggas being born today come out of anti-black pussies. Keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Everybody hates black people, even black people. As y'all are demonstrating in the chat. Except me, though, because I love black people. Because I'm a white cuck. I'm white. Kamala ain't black, and Simon Hill Keeps It Trail is white. Okay? All right, continuing here. Big Rocks Big said she can't step mommy to 2 white Jewish kids. Okay, and there's a bunch of blended fizz out here. Heidi Klum popped out a few black niggas from her pussy. Y'all are dumb as fuck. Y'all basing people's policies, politics, identities based on the type of families they live in. Y'all are dumb. That's really dumb. MCL says Biden and Kamala letting all them illegals and asylum seekers. You crazy if you think it's going to stop under her. The Jamaican dude is a coolie. No, he is not. We disproved that in a few live streams. We showed the video of actual, what's his name? Robert Harris. I forgot his name. But he's black as hell. He's my skin tone with the paint on. If you guys know I'm white. Okay? Sam Seals said Biden and Kamala letting them illegals in. No, this would have been stopped. All the fascist, evil, racist shit that y'all want Biden to do, like kick out and deport the illegals and all that sort of stuff, he would have been done it if the Republicans didn't block the migrant bill. Had a bill in Congress, and Trump called up his Republican buddies and said, please do not pass it, because I have to run on a dysfunctional system. So continue to make the dysfunction happen all across America so I can win and bring even more chaos. But that's what y'all wanted. And that's what y'all got by rocking with that little dick. Anyway, y'all can continue rocking with the blonde bimbo, but that's what he is. He keeps on trying to make havoc in America when America continues to trend rightwards. Trust me, the Democrats are ready to go full-on fascists if y'all let them. But your guy Trump's on getting in the way. Anyway, continuing here. Sam Seals, for daddy, half a black Jamaican. He's not half black. That nigga black. Okay, so I'm not even continuing with that. Avery says, listen, all I care about is American jobs, American prices, and American innovation, period. All ethnicity who are born here, that's who I support. All right, facts. I'm with America first, baby. America first. Communism for America. Let's go. Avery said, did you see your stepchild? Literally Starbucks barista with the pride flag. I'm good. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Sam Seal says, how is it fascist and racist to kick illegals out? That's a good question. That's a good question. Where was this energy when they were in from Germany? Where was this energy when they were pouring in from France? Where was this energy when they were literally hopping on dirty, rat-infested boats from Portugal, landing on Ellis Island, and then getting free grants to go and colonize Oregon? Wondering why is it racist and illegal when your guy Trump is saying, you know what we need? People from Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland in America, not people from shit countries. How is it racist? Because these policies are only brought up when the people that are coming in are black, are brown, who knows? Race doesn't exist, guys. Kamala's not black, I'm not white. The thing is, it seems to be selective outrage when the lights from the sun, the UV rays hit our epidermis and changes how we're viewed by other people. And some people who lack a certain pigmentation in their skin seem to be able to come to America no problem easily. Avery says, come here legally and we good. All right, Sam Seals is buck broken. Sam Seals has been living in Australia too long. He is a buck broken black man. I'm living in white ass hunger now. I would never be this buck broken to say this comment. I want everybody to look at this comment, just feel a collective cringe, a collective wince, a collective shame. A collective shame. I'd rather have Europeans than third immigrants. This is somebody who's obviously never met an Albanian, a Serbian, a Croatian. You've never met a Macedonian. That's wild. A collective cringe for that right there. That's a buck-broken black man right there. I'd rather have Europeans than third world immigrants. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, that Australian pussy must got you turned out. Must got you turned out. I cannot imagine saying that. I cannot imagine saying that. That's, man. I'm gonna continue here and just let that thing rest and sit. Ms. Harris is trying to walk a complex tightrope to present herself as a new leader for the country. Even though she is part of the current administration, she is also trying to counter the Trump campaign's portrayal of her as dangerously liberal. And she has backed away from a number of more progressive positions she took during her presidential run in 2020. Ms. Harris has carved out a reputation as a sharp debater and questioner of witnesses in the Senate more than as a soaring orator. But Nathan Barankin, her former chief of staff in the Senate, said that was an underestimation of her skills. To the extent that people have an impression that delivering speeches is not a strength, the product of her reading words other people have put in her mouth, he said, when she is directly engaged, makes the content and delivery better. Listen, all I gotta say once again is Kamala is killing the pantsuits. Pantsuit game on fleek. We rock with that. We rock with that. I gotta know, do y'all think that's a wig? Do y'all think that's a wig, a weave? Or she's just been straightening? I gotta know. Hold on, wait, I can't turn my camera around. I don't know if y'all can still hear me. Can y'all still hear me? Y'all gotta hear me. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if the thing is blocked. Y'all let me know if y'all can see me. Okay? All right. 9/11 false flag done by Bush, Rumsfeld, and the CIA. What a name. I really like that name. Those are all fascists. I like that. I like that. Finally, we got some lefties in here. Yes, they are all fash. They're all big fash. But we got to salute the fascist fashion. May the fascists with the best fashion win this election. That's all I got to say. All right. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here because I got to go to work. This has been a fun live stream. Y'all stay tuned next time. I hope y'all can still hear me. And y'all let me know what y'all want me to cover in our next live stream. I didn't get to cover the other stories. Black men rally for Kamala Harris and confront an elephant in the room. Is India a safe place for women? Another brutal killing raises the question. And this story here about those billionaires who drowned off the coast of Sicily. But either way, y'all hit me up next time. Y'all be easy.